How'd you lose your job?
By having sex with everybody in the office.
Everybody?
I was very depressed after Tommy died. It was a lot of people.
We don't have to talk about it.
Thanks.
How many were there?
11.
Wow.
I know.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Can I ask you one more question? Were there any women?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What was that like?
Hot.
Oh my God.
Talk a little bit about Jennifer Lawrence, who's playing Tiffany. What was this? This is your first time working with her.
It's my first time, yeah. And then we did another movie straight afterwards because it sort of worked so well. I'd say, you know, I had seen.
Well, that would be smart, I think, that
for me,
you would keep working with.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It would be nice.
As long as as long as she says yes, yes. You know, no, I'm not stupid.
Until people say them again, no.
Right, right.
Yeah.
She, I'd say this character is the closest to her personality. You know, Jennifer. I don't know if you've ever interviewed her, but she's very funny, very comedic. And she also says exactly what she thinks, which is kind of rare in this business. You know, she doesn't censor herself, very much like Tiffany Maxwell.
No, and they haven't been able to train that out of her yet.
Yeah, and I don't think they ever will.
Well, yeah.
No, I don't think so. And I think it's one of the beautiful things about her. And then she also, on top of that, happens to be an extremely sensitive, dexterous, wise actor. So, you know, it was a home run.
And she was, you know, she's Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games, so I'm sure you asked if you could play with the bow and arrow. Come on, Bradley.
You know, here's what's so great. I hadn't even seen them. Well, the movie hadn't come out yet when we shot it. You know, we actually, that storm was occurring as we were shooting the movie, and it didn't come out until we shot Serena in Prague. And it was incredible to watch what happened to her life. The only other time I was a spectator for that was Jennifer Garner during Alias. I remember we were shooting the series, and then it came out, and then she was on the cover of Rolling Stone, and then her life completely changed.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you're on the cover of that magazine, I don't know what goes on. You know?
Yeah, is that the thing?
Yeah, that's all I've been told to say.
Right.
Yes, it does. It works that way. And then Robert De Niro, too, because you've worked before. I mean, I thought what you did in that movie, Limitless, was spectacular.
No, you were so nice about that.
But there's something about that movie. Maybe it's because I wanted that drug so badly,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be able to think at that speed, and I didn't care what the risk was about.
Yeah, it played right. You were the audience for it.
Yeah. What is that relationship that you have with him? Do you really feel that you know Robert De Niro now?
Well, as much as you can know your friends, yeah. I mean, I don't know quite what happened other than two people kind of met each other and we get along great. And it's easy to talk and be and act and do stuff together. So, you know, when that role became available, he was already casted. He actually really championed for me to get it. And a lot of the reason I think I got it was because of him. And I was nervous, Peter. I mean, I was definitely trepidatious about doing this because I had never been asked to do something like this on film. And I knew that David O. Russell is the kind of director where you can't fake it. You have to do it. And you have to do it now, right now.
So it pays to always be in character.
Well, yeah.
It sounds like you were a little Daniel Day-Lewis.
No.
Yeah. Come on.
But Bob was, I remember I even called him and I said, Bob, I only have a week. I don't know. I mean, and he said, Bradley, he's like, you're from Philly, you're Italian, Irish, you know, it's all there. Just you're going to be fine. And I remember thinking, okay. And I knew that I could say dad. I knew that I could say dad and look at him in the eyes and believe it, and that would be an anchor. And it also helped that we shot in Philly. I'm from Philly. David would have people cooking in the kitchen, so it smelled like Italian food.
So it was all you.
Yeah, it was really
Except
cool.
for the bipolar part.
Yeah.
You know, this guy.
It really was very, and the Eagles. I got to wear a Deshaun Jackson jersey half the movie.
You love the Eagles.
Yeah, I love the Eagles.
So it's a whole means of communication loving that.
Yeah.
Wow. This comes out and everybody is screaming Oscar. Is that a happy thing, or is that a thing that makes you think, this is a jinx?
Oh God, you know, I learned early on that I remember doing this series called Kitchen Confidential.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we shot the pilot, and I remember that we were just shooting the second episode. People were saying, "Hey man, you ready for your life to change?" I was like, "What do you mean?" You're like, "Oh, you're gonna win the Emmy. The show's gonna be." They canceled after 3 episodes. And you learn like, well, hype means absolutely zero.
Nothing.
And here's the other thing, but I love the Oscars. You and I were just talking about it before the show. But truly, you know, did Goodfellas win Best Picture? You asked 9 people out of 10, they're like, yeah, of course it did. All I care about is that people enjoy this movie because we love it, and you just want people to love it, and that's all that matters.
Well, it sounds like you were all having a good time. David O. Russell, bless him, always gets people watching him on YouTube shooting I Heart Huckabees and him fighting with Lily Tomlin. It's like a YouTube special. You sound like you didn't have any of that. You guys were always on kind of the same wavelength?
Me and David?
David, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're about to do another movie together.
Yeah, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love him. And he really, he's the kind of director, and if you talk to Robert De Niro, I guarantee you the one thing he'll say about Martin Scorsese is how collaborative he is. And that's what David O. Russell's like. He's just, and whether or not he's going to use it or not, he makes you feel like your voice means something. And that's a great leader.
You looking at your own career, now you say to yourself in the mirror when you shave, I'm Bradley Cooper. I'm in Silver Linings Playbook. They love me. They really love me. No, none of that happens? You're so mentally right there, straight ahead? You can't feel any of this?
Well, what am I feeling? What are we talking about?
Some kind of sense of, Bradley, you did good.
I got to tell, I mean, you know this probably more than anybody. If this industry doesn't humble you, it does nothing else.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, no matter whether you're you or you're me or anybody else. This and with social media, you know, it's at your fingertips, humility.
That's right.
So,
do you do that? Do you actually go on? And
I try not to, because nothing good comes of it. And I certainly don't read reviews ever. And especially for a movie like this, there's nothing that there's no stone left unturned. I did the best I could in this movie, from pre to post production. So what do you? There's nothing good will come out of reading it.
I'm one of those people that has a real affection for the A-Team.
Right.
You know, and you are.
There's a great example. There's a great example. I put so much in. I love that experience. It was wonderful. All the four guys loved it.
You were like beefed up.
I worked so. I mean, geez, yeah. I mean, and it took a lot, tons of preparation, tons of preparation.
You had to beat the crap out of Liam Neeson.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it didn't perform well, and that hurts, because you know I care about it. It's not like I'm acting in a bubble or making these things in a bubble. So you know, you just do yourself a favor and not read the reviews. You know.
Thank you. So I have no job.
Except yours.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying. For the people that make
it.
it.
I do know. The people that do it can't do that. So, well, you know, you've been on this show before, that we always end in song. And
we do? Oh, yeah, we do.
did.
That's right. That's right. What did I sing last time?
That's another.
Oh, I sang.
A thrilling
hold on. I sang a song, "Cat in the Cradle."
You did.
Yeah. See?
Well, I wanted to make a request.
Okay.
You don't sing it in this particular film, although the song is featured many times as a trigger for your character.
Oh, wow.
Which is Stevie Wonder's My Cherie Amour. Because you also, not only do you cook all the time, but you can speak French.
Yeah.
You could have been in the artist even though nobody was heard.
Right.
You know,
it would have been great for my
French. You could have opened your mouth in that way to do that. Right? You're really good at French, right?
I speak French, yeah.
Give me one little thing in French.
Like a song in French?
No, the song. You know what? You could sing My Cherie Amour.
Yeah, but we should let that song live.
We should let that live.
Yeah.
Yes,
in French, what do you want me to say? Anything?
I don't know, anything. You could talk about.
Je suis tellement content d'être ici avec toi. C'est la 3e fois, je pense que je suis ici. C'est une manière un peu différente avec la chaise. C'est un peu nouveau. Avant, c'était un peu plus haut. On a parlé un peu plus haut niveau.
See, I see you with Marion Cotillard now.
Well, that's a compliment.
That would be the next thing that has to happen.
That would be great.
But no, I want silence. This is the song, period.
Ma chérie amour. Da, 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 da.
You look like you're going to go berserk. That's it.
There we go.
There was a little bit of Pat in that.
Oh, good.
And you humored me, and I'm happy, and I have nothing but congratulations.
You know, and by the way, thank you for having me on, and thank you for you know, backing this.
That you think I backed it, even though you read no reviews.
Well,
ever.
but I'm told.
Are
Believe
you
me,
told?
people.